Good morning. It's nice to see you this morning. I've got my socks on and long sleeves. It's 39 degrees here this morning. It felt like 50 in the house because we didn't turn the heat on, but it's on now. It's chilly. Joining Vera will be assisting today, looks like. So we want to get started by being nice and in a nice steady seat, no wheels, and on a surface that doesn't slip. Just being aware, I have little rips on the bottom of my socks. So find a space where your feet are on the ground, kind of all the points of the feet, the outer edges, the heels, balls of the toes. If your feet are dangling, you'll want to put them maybe on books or for this moment, for even on a really sturdy pillow works too. We're not going to be standing up on that, obviously, but just to have comfort in your hips and knees. So ground in, close your eyes if you'd like, or look down at the floor if you prefer. And imagine reaching the top of your head toward the sky. Breathe in and out through the nose and just feel your feet, your seat, tall spine. Breathing in, breathing out. No work, just notice, just settle in. Any sounds that are around you, maybe the light through closed eyes, the temperature of the room. Just bring that into your experience. Imagine it not as a distraction, but just as your space for today. And then ever so slightly, feeling into your sit bones, thinking about your tailbone. And ever so gently, almost where no one could notice, kind of tucking and untucking your tailbone so that you feel your hips and your low back. And maybe you notice you've had a little bit of a slouch, or what's common for me is I have a little bit of a sway back. So just find a spot kind of in the center that feels steady and comfortable for your pelvis. And then pause in that comfortable place and then feel this lift coming up from the bottom of your spine, up through your ribs, up through your shoulders, your neck, the top of the head. Nice tall spine, and breathe. Notice your jaw, your shoulders. We lifted the spine, but we don't want to lift the shoulders or tense the jaw. And breathe. And then very gently, maybe no one could notice, but lower the chin just slightly so that we're not looking up, our nose isn't up, your chin is kind of down just a bit. And then think of moving your ears over in line with your shoulders. So where our head and jaw is not jutting out, our head is now very nice. And breathe. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Lots of cues this morning, but just once you've sort of found your spot, kind of let all those physical cues go and just think about the breath. Very nice. Now very gently, with your eyes still closed, sort of maintaining this posture, move your right hand to your low belly. So maybe your pinky is resting just below your belly, your thumb is closer to your navel, just kind of that low belly area. And only if it's comfortable, because sometimes it's just not. Kind of tuck the left elbow in and just rest the left open hand on your chest in a comfortable place. So it doesn't need to be up near your neck where that's work for your shoulder, but kind of at your elbow and shoulder at rest. and your elbow just bent with your hand resting on your chest in a comfortable place. And now notice your breath, just breathe. And now we're going to bring our breath, our inhale and our exhale together. And you decide the count. For you, it might be 3 in, 3 out. It might be 4 in, 4 out. But we want it to be comfortable and even. So no work, just notice. Breathing in, breathing out. Yes, this is something you can do lying down in bed at night. If you have trouble getting to sleep or staying asleep, noticing the body first, noticing the legs, the pelvis, the shoulders, the neck. And then when your physical body is in that place that feels comfortable, then turning to the breath. Hands on the belly, hands on the chest, or just one or the other, whatever's comfortable. And finding this even inhale, even exhale. It might be different day to day, that's okay. We're going to do 3 more complete rounds of inhale and exhale. Your pace. And when you're done, just rest your hands in your lap, palms up, no rush. Very nice. Palms are up, maybe open your eyes. Very nice. So it's a nice exercise to do daily. Sometimes it's hard to inhale and exhale. Sometimes that breath is just difficult. So if you try to do it even daily, maybe right after you finish your coffee, just sort of sit and see how's your breath today. And it might help you gauge and move through the day. Okay. So let's take a nice, we're going to bring the elbows up, press the fingertips on the shoulders. You can always drop your elbows. There's no need to fatigue your shoulders. You can play, do a little bit one way, a little bit the other. We're going to inhale, open the palms up, fingertips toward the front. And then exhale, fingertips to the shoulders. Again. And notice your pelvis, your seat, you're arching your back or falling forward, sort of making that adjustment with your sit bones. Good, once more. Very nice. And then we'll lower the elbows, keep the fingertips where they are. We're going to situate, nice tall spine. We're going to inhale and drop the hands. Exhale, bring them up. A few more times. If it feels good to close your eyes here, if that feels therapeutic, sometimes it'll help slow your movement down. You think about the breath and not what's distracting around you. Good, last one. Very nice. We're going to drop the arms, have them down. This time we're going to inhale and just sort of to a comfortable edge. We're not trying to overwork the shoulders, but we're going to inhale and kind of float the arms back. Kind of either if straight back doesn't work for you, just kind of go out to the side, your practice. Inhale back, and then with control, exhale, float them down. Inhale back. Exhale, float. Again. Ease in the jaw, notice the toes. Good, let's do it one more time. Very nice. Now we're gonna reach the arms back, find kind of your spot that does not feel like work. Maybe your shoulders are aware, your hands are aware, it doesn't hurt, nothing ever pinches. Back off. We're gonna hold this here and breathe. We don't do this movement very often, so it kind of opens up the front of the shoulders and it stimulates one of the nerve bundles in the shoulders. So you just want to hold this and breathe, always breathing. Notice your toes, your jaw. Good. Take a nice inhale here and exhale, lower down. Very nice. We're going to bring the elbows up to the side, kind of like goalpost arms, but cactus arms, but down. The hands are facing the ground. And again, you can always drop your elbows. You find your spot. We're going to inhale, elbows back. And then exhale, fingertips forward, kind of straighten the arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more time. Let's hold it back here now. So find your spot. Maybe you've dropped your elbows a little. Totally fine. Bring the elbows back in a comfortable place where you can sit here for a few breaths. Notice the shoulder blades a little closer together and feel that opening across the heart space and breathe. Ease in the shoulders. We're stimulating them, but notice the jaw. We just don't want the shoulders up. If you're doing too much work, that's too much. Ease back or lower the elbows. Very nice. Inhale. And lower them down, hands to the knees, just rest. Take any movement of your head, neck, feels good, shoulders. Very good. Let's do a little bit of a seated cat cow. Turn to the side, see that? So we want our, stay forward. I'm just going to, yeah. So open your feet in front of your chair. I'm just going to turn so you can see my spine a little bit. Open your feet kind of nice and wide where you feel comfortable and that kind of a nice tripod. Your seat, your feet, making this nice sturdy triangle. Taking an inhale, and again, you can also close your eyes and follow my cues so you're in sense with your body, or you can watch me the first time and then close your eyes if you'd like. Take a nice inhale, just nice relaxing. And as you exhale, think of your tailbone tucking under your body like you're tucking sheets under the mattress. And then you reach that low back, reach the mid back, back toward the chair, and round the shoulders, let the chin fall. And on your inhale, thinking about that tailbone first, remove the tailbone out and up. You'll feel the belly naturally drop. And then open that heart space. You can slide your elbows back to open your heart, maybe look up a little. And then we're gonna start the exhale again. Tailbone tuck. Low back, mid back. You can slide the hands forward to find space in those shoulder blades. Let the chin fall. Inhale, tailbone rolls out and up, belly drops, elbows back, heart open, maybe the face toward the sun. Just do that a few times, your breath, your pace, but always starting with the tailbone, kind of wave it up the body. This is a really safe way, non-weight bearing, to move your whole spine through flexion and extension. A few times here, this is like spine therapy. If you find any pinches, be very gentle. We don't want to pinch. This you can do in the morning, just swing your feet over the edge of the bed, sit there and do this a few times, and it's very therapeutic for the hips, the spine, even digestion. Good. Let's do one more full round. Very nice. Now the next time that you come into your exhale where you've tucked your tailbone, we're going to pause there, sort of find what feels like your comfortable edge, what feels like a nice opening of spaces in your low back, your mid back. You can let your head fall, rest your palms on your knees. If that's too much, you can drop the elbows. You find any adjustments your body needs. Ease in the toes, ease in the jaw. Just breathe. And a deep, slow breath here will kind of, your body will signal what might be a little tight maybe. And so think of that breath going there. Ease in the jaw, ease in the forehead. And as you inhale, notice, does your face tense? Do your hands tense? Try to bring ease to those places and let the breath move into the tight spots. And then as you exhale, just let that go. Good, we're gonna do two more nice, just easy full breaths, not that feels like work, but just it feels good. Very nice. Now we're gonna mind our low back here because you've been here for a bit. So bringing the belly button in toward the spine, just as we move our tailbone toward our inhale, belly to spine, we're gonna smooth the tailbone out and up, kind of moving toward our inhale. Belly drops, heart opens, maybe the elbows slide back if that feels good. Maybe the chin lifts. And find your open space, your cow, and pause here and breathe. Very different breath space. You might feel a restriction in the front of the breath now. That top breath might be a little harder to access. That's okay. We're just going to breathe and notice. Notice your jaw, your forehead, your ears. Inhale and exhale. This gets our breath down into our lungs. It's hard to do when we're sitting up straight or lying down. We're sort of opening that heart space, that chest space, and getting that air nice and deep into our lungs. Good oxygenation. Good for our cell health. Good. Take a nice inhale here. And then as we exhale, again, belly to spine, we're going to protect our low back as we tuck that tailbone just a bit to bring us to seated. Very nice. Nice tall spine. You can bring the knees a little bit back together. Let's do palms up. Back to our starting posture. And just notice. You feel kind of that energy moving around through the body. All that oxygenation. Reaching to the sky with the top of the head, lowering the chin just a bit. And moving those ears back. Just a hair. And breathe. Very nice. Good, nice, slow, deep, full inhale, nice and slow, and then pause at the top of that full inhale before you let it ease out nice and slow. Very nice, and open the eyes. Let's drop the hands down by the side. We're gonna pick the hands up, inhale, take it all in, maybe look up, big inhale, sweep the arms, and float them down, exhale. And once more, nice big soft lift of the arms, inhale, seize the day, and exhale down. Very nice. Coming back to our open legs, coming forward in the chair a little bit. I'm going to rest my forearm, my right forearm, on my right thigh, kind of knee, thigh. Is going to have that as a nice steady base. We're gonna do some movement with our left arm. So having the shoulder kind of in line with the ribs and the chest. So if it needs to be forward, it can be, but we'd like to have it open a little bit just to get into our shoulder. We're gonna inhale and lift up first, kind of creating that space here, and exhale, draw the elbow down. Very nice. And inhale, reach those fingers, and exhale down. And once more. Very nice. Exhale. Good. Now we're gonna bring a little more lean into it. So maybe move your elbow closer to your knee, so it's a little more sturdy than your forearm. Elbow to the knee. And we're gonna inhale and kind of come in a diagonal. This might be a little more challenging, keeping it over your ribs or over your head, which is fine. If you're coming in front, it's totally fine. We're thinking about your front of your hand reaching the front of the room. And exhale, draw that elbow down. And inhale, cross reach. Exhale down. That presence of that deep breath, notice as you inhale, your underarm all the way down to your hip. Maybe even your pinky finger all the way down to your hip. Let's do it twice more. Good. So we'll really wake things up here. We're going to stretch that again and hold, breathe. Notice those feet, notice the jaws. And then move your fingers, kind of piano your fingers. And breathe. If it's ever a strain, you can just back off. Bend that elbow. Good. Stretch the fingers out. Inhale. Now we're just going to make a big circle. Drop the hand over the right side of the body. Exhale. Inhale. Back up. We're making a big circle. Draw a big circle in front of you. Inhale. Exhale down. Once more. Inhale. Exhale down. Very nice. Now we'll raise the hand up. Stretch, reach for the sky, belly to spine, come up, belly to spine, come up, and arm down. And then close the eyes for a moment, just notice one side or the other, and we'll do the other side. So starting with kind of our wrist and forearm, this side might be very different. We're gonna have the elbow, bend the hand next to the side. Inhale, kind of more straight up first. Exhale down. A few times. Reaching up to your capacity, however your side can do over here. Good. Once more. Very nice. I'm gonna put a little more reach into it, maybe elbow to the knee, so we're nice and steady. Elbow back to your capacity, palm facing forward. We're gonna inhale and reach over. My right side's a little trickier today, so I'm not as into it as I was on the other side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, but gentle movement within our pain. We never want to be into pain or past pain, never ever. But movement in our happy zone is really good. The breath is the key. So we want to inhale as we reach and exhale. Good. Let's pause at the top. And notice in that breath, to any place that you just might feel. If you have pain, bring it out, back it down. Good, and piano those fingers. Breathe, notice the jaw, the toes. We want to grip with the toes. Trying to bring ease in this work. Good. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, forward and down. Inhale, back and up. Once more movement. Inhale, exhale, Bring it up and hold. And then big inhale, but draw that belly into the spine, reach for the sky, and lower the arm down. And just notice. Palms up or down, whatever feels good. Very nice. So we're going to keep the legs right where they are and kind of come into the lower side body, maybe the kind of the upper shoulders. You find your space. We're going to prop our palms on our knees. And so we're kind of think about, we're almost like squatting with our arms. We're going to bring the chest forward over between the space of your ears, of your knees. Inhale, and then as you exhale, think about the front of your right shoulder kind of looking down towards your left foot. So we're not twisting really, we're kind of forward with a little twist. And breathe here. And then just kind of as we're breathing, notice what is something working really, really hard, or maybe you can come down a little further, or maybe over a little more toward the left knee. Just find something that feels good and breathe. Notice your jaw, your toes. And think about that deep breath, that deep inhale, that deep exhale, and notice the difference here. Breathe into those tight spots, not pain. Tightness, yes, we want to get into the tightness. Pain, we want to back off. Very nice. Take a nice inhale here. And then exhale, kind of push into the knees to lift the torso back. Very nice. Come forward again. Bring that heart space over the knees. Inhale. And then other side, kind of looking down from the inside of your left shoulder toward your right foot. And lowering the chin into neutral, so you're not craning the neck up. And breathe. This side might be completely different, or it might be close to the same. Maybe close the eyes if they're not closed, and think about your range here. Think about your space. Does it feel good to come a little bit more forward? Does it feel good to bring the left shoulder a little closer to the right knee? It doesn't matter. Just play in your space and breathe. Very nice. Nice inhale. And then exhale, push the knees away, come to center. Very good. Nice. Bring the knees just to a comfortable place. We're not really working on the legs, so that doesn't matter. We're gonna reaching my right arm out. Sort of reach it out. Maybe you already feel it in your arm. And then very gently, we're gonna bring the left ear toward the left shoulder. We're gonna find space from the right ear to the right shoulder. And again, we wanna be really mindful of space, not pain. And pause here. You can also bring your left hand up to your left temple. Kind of rest your hand in your fingertips. And breathe. Good. Reach down for that diagonal through the fingertips. Nice. Now we're going to inhale and bring the fingertips up toward, like flattening your palm. And exhale, fingers toward the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, fingers up. Exhale, fingers down. Once more. Very nice. Now, very gently, keeping the head right where it is, we're going to sweep the right arm behind your back so the back of your hand is stay on your low back. Try to relax the shoulder, bring ease to the shoulder and the elbow on that right side. And maybe you find a little space between the ear and the shoulder. Again, you can really press in your fingertips, your left fingertips into the side of the head. So you don't feel like you're really hanging. Good. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. You keep the hand right there. You just kind of lower the chin very slowly. So as if you're going to look at your left leg. Kind of keeping it over on the left side, just kind of lowering the chin. Breathe. Good. Now very gently let the chin move into center. Pause there. You can put your fingertips on your forehead here. Breathe. Just let that head be nice and heavy, but not to the price of your neck. Mind your neck. If you know it's sensitive, then you draw the belly into the spine here too. It kind of helps your whole back support your neck. Just become aware of your whole spine. Good. Breathe. Good. We're going to inhale. And then as we exhale, belly to spine, think about that squeeze moving all the way up your spine, and gently lift your head with your fingertips back up to neutral. Left hand to the knee and release the right arm. Very nice. And then gently look over the right shoulder. And the left, nice and easy. Maybe the eyes are open here. And look over the right shoulder. We'll hold here over the right shoulder. Breathe, ease in the jaw, wiggle the fingers and toes. Good, and back to center. Nice. So other side, we'll reach that left hand out. Really stretching through the fingers. Maybe you already feel it in your palm. For some reason today, that's right where I feel it, in the palm of my hand. Breathe. Very nice. We're going to gently find space. Move that left ear away from the left shoulder. And you can bring the right fingertips up to support the temple here. Very nice. Inhale, fingers toward the sky. Exhale, fingers down. A few times at your pace, whatever feels good. Maybe up feels good and down doesn't, or vice versa. You can pause, but breathe. So if you prefer to keep your fingers in one place or another, you can breathe. And maybe try even lowering your wrist, your arm a little bit, or raising it. Just notice the difference in your neck. Inhale, fingers up, and exhale down. Good. Good. We'll pause, a nice long reach. Supporting the head, we're gently going to look down, lower the chin. Does it look down at the right leg? Keeping that stretch. Breathe. Play with the length, play with the spot of the arm so that you find something that feels nice in the space in your neck, not that doesn't feel nice. You don't want that. Then very slowly move the chin very slowly down to center. Again, you put the fingertips under the forehead and just let that head hang heavy. Let's sweep the hand back behind the back. Honestly, I don't remember what I did on the other side. So we're going to sweep the arm back. Yeah, we're still looking down. Back of the left hand is resting on the low back. Good. Take a nice inhale, nice heavy head. Exhale, draw that belly into the spine. Feel that squeeze come all the way up the spine. Help you lift the head, fingertips to the forehead. Lower the right hand and rest the left hand. And let's look over to the left. Breathe. Check in with your jaw, your seat, your feet. Good, and gently look over to the right. And gently back to the left. We'll pause here and breathe. Very nice. And back to center. Good. But tucking the elbows, palms facing one another. We're just going to inhale, both hands straight up, look up. Exhale, bring the elbows down, look down. Let's do that 2 more times. Palms facing one another, maybe a little arch to the back, but mind the back, watch the belly, help. Exhale, draw them in, maybe a little bit of a tiny kind of cat here. Once more, palms up, reach, reach. And exhale down. Very nice. We're gonna come into a little inversion. So if you have blood pressure or eye pressure problems, you wanna keep your head above your heart. So I'm gonna show you from the side. This can be an inversion just here. I'm holding onto my wrists, my forearms, resting my elbows on my knees, and I'm just letting my head fall. Because again, we don't do this very much during the day in a regular thing, so this is a good inversion. If you like, if it's accessible to you, you can open your arms outside your knees and have your shoulders rest on top of your knees and let your head hang from there. Or another option is shoulders, hands inside the knees, and you fully let your head drop. But again, not eye pressure or blood pressure issues here. So find your comfortable inversion. And we're going to take several breaths here. We'll be here for about a minute, minute and a half. If at any point you feel uncomfortable, gently place your palms on your knees and open your eyes and slowly lift yourself up. I'll cue you that in a minute, but I would breathe here for a bit. Notice your jaw, your feet. Inversions are very good for our lip system, our circulation. And it's another chance for our breath work to notice the breath, notice the compression in the front body, the opening of the back body, the heaviness of the head. Ease in the face, ease in the toes. And just for a couple of breaths, see if you can find an even inhale, even exhale. The count might be completely different from earlier. Just one more time, inhaling and exhaling, and kind of let that practice go. Nice. Now, if your eyes are closed, we gently open your eyes. We're going to keep your torso and head right where it is, but one at a time, bring your palms to your knees, leaving the head and torso where it is, and then keeping just a gentle inhale and exhale. We're going to slowly rise up, pushing the knees away, maybe belly to spine if your low back is sensitive. Come up, maybe palms up, kind of resting up near your belly. And just sit with that sort of whoosh. I don't know what the formal name is, but we'll call it that. Just sit, notice your jaw, your shoulders. Maybe you feel some energy in your hands. Notice the bottoms of your feet. Very nice, and open the eyes if you close them again. So we're going to come to a comfortable spot in your seat. Maybe for you, that's pushing back a little bit. Maybe it's finding a different seat, a soft seat, lying down on the couch. We're just going to Shavasana for a few minutes. It's a yoga rest. It's time to set all the movement aside and close the eyes if you'd like, or soften your gaze. Lips together if you can, inhaling and exhaling. Relax the tongue. Just notice your feet. As you breathe in and out, scan the mind up to your knees, bringing ease there, making any adjustments. Inhale and exhale. Scanning up toward the hips. Scanning the mind, body up to the ribs. Just feeling the breath moving in and out. Feeling the breath moving in and out of the shoulders. Ease and breath flowing down the arms into the elbows. Ease and breath flowing into the hands and fingers. Noticing the shoulders and neck. And the effects of the breath on the jaw, the face, the eyes, the top of the head. Breathing in, breathing out. Gently inviting a deeper, slower breath into the body. Gentle movement to the fingers and toes. The wrists, ankles, maybe coming up to the balls of the toes, motioning the ankles, lifting the toes, lifting the ankles. And just take any movement that feels good. Placing the hands together, palms, fingertips to the thumbs to the heart space. Let's inhale, fingertips toward the sky. Exhale, pause, thumbs to the forehead and thumbs to the heart. Thanking yourself for being here, for giving yourself this gift of yoga, and for knowing that your breath is always here with you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you, everyone. Thank
Thanks, everybody.